and welcome back. If you haven't seen my previous videos, my name is Emma and I'm guiding us through this series on pandemic reactions. Today we will be talking about a new concept that has dominated conversations in the phase of the pandemic where vaccines came into play. It is called vaccine anxiety, which is the uncertainty and nervousness that is associated with the vaccine. The COVID-19 vaccine has been a complicated, sometimes controversial, and definitely confusing thing. But it is also the key to getting back to normal. So, of course, it is being given a lot of importance and weight within society and the news. All of the talking about the vaccine naturally brings questions about the process, including requirements for access, physical reactions, and generally a question about what information and what sources to trust. There also might be some anxiety about living in a half-vaccinated world. Knowing that as of filming today, only around 48% of people in the US are fully vaccinated. So this can lead to worries about what living in a half-vaccinated world means for you, those around you, and the world in general. You might have a sense of feeling safe, but also understanding the risks that there still might be, as well as understanding that there are new variants that have been developing that the vaccine may or may not be immune to. So in sum, vaccine anxiety is a general anxiety associated with the distribution, effects, and implications of the vaccine. So I will talk about, again, the physical, emotional, behavioral, and cognitive reactions to and associated with vaccine anxiety. So physically, vaccine anxiety might cause some physical symptoms of general anxiety, which includes but is not limited to quick heartbeat, restlessness, skittishness, racing thoughts, an inability to focus or calm down. Behaviorally, which again can be associated with physically, we might exhibit behaviors of obsessing over the news, avoiding a chance to be vaccinated, or obsessively trying to get a vaccine appointment and convince those around us to do the same. Worrying about others' vaccination status, questioning everything over and over, and other general anxious behaviors. Emotionally, we might feel stressed, again, a feeling of constant nonstop worrying, confusion, and general indecision. Cognitively, we might have lots of questions, and even if we get answers, we still might continue to question things. We might have to combat mixed information. We might wonder what's safe and what's necessary. And again, we might worry over the status of other people's vaccination. All of these are common reactions to general anxiety, as well as to specifically vaccine anxiety. And it's normal that these things will happen with such a popular and yet sometimes confusing thing. So what are some ways we can deal with this? Some coping skills to regulate vaccine anxiety are to acknowledge the uncertainty and to accept that it exists. Weigh the benefits and risks of the vaccine and practice compassion towards yourself and others. Continue, again, your positive habits and routines, set boundaries for information intake, and do things such as meditation and deep breathing as self-soothing techniques when anxiety arises. You can also employ the coping skills and self-care habits that I've talked about for reducing general anxiety in video number 3. Making the effort to find a balanced approach to managing your curiosity and feelings about the vaccine so that it becomes less of a scary or unknown topic is really helpful. And hopefully with this discussion, you have come to understand the topic a little bit more and have found useful ways of combating this issue in your life. Please tune in next week for the last video of this series, where I will talk about returning to normal or a new normal and any hesitancies and takeaways that we might face while moving forward. Again, in the meantime, if you want to leave any comments or questions on this video or any of Mental Health Partners' social medias, please do so either below or in the link to our social media that you can find in the description of this video below. We will have a team member host a live stream at the end of the month to answer or engage with any of your questions or comments. Thank you for tuning in and see you next time.